So today is September 5th, 2021. So carbon fiber is all on this side of the deck right now. So this will be the bottom side. And I've removed the tape that was around here, and it released just fine. The wax tape always works just fine. So it lifted off. Sanded it all, trimmed the edge, and sanded it down. So I've got this nice little oscillating tool saw here. This is what I use to trim the edge around. That worked great. And then I've got a really nice sander grinder set up. This is an Arbortech tool, and I've used this in the past to remove lead paint from a house. In that case, I used a carbide cutting disc on here, and here I've just got 60 grit sandpaper. And what's really great about this is it's got a couple different sizes of this, but I've got a 4-inch disc on here right now, which is convenient size for this boat, and a vacuum system. So this goes through to a Makita HEPA filter vacuum down there, and it's set up so that whenever I turn the tool on, the vacuum automatically starts. So if I turn the tool on, I can hear the vacuum cleaner start. So that does a great job of sucking up almost all the dust. And then the other thing I have is a 3M powered face shield, powered air pressure face shield thing that I can wear to keep the, basically protect myself from the little bits of dust that still get away from that. So that's what I use to sand this all down. It's all ready to be flipped over. And so as soon as I get an extra pair of hands, we'll flip it over. And I've got to cut out an inspection port here, another one back there to access that space in the back, and then once it's flipped over, I'm going to cut them out, and then also mark all the places where the reinforcement pieces like this, like so where the deck the carlins come up here, where the frames are, everything else that I can basically screw it into or attach it to, just so I know exactly where that is, because the idea is to flip it over, suspend it with some ropes from the beams up here in the ceiling, and then while it's suspended, epoxy all of these, coat all these with thickened epoxy, then lower it down into position on top of here, and then just shoot some temporary screws into here just to hold it down. I've been using square head bugle self-tapping screws that look like this. It's just number 6 or number 8 1.25 long, and they work fantastic. Just put them on the end of the drill, zip them in there, they sock the thing down nicely, and then later on I can just take them out, because once the epoxy's set, they really don't need to be there for anything. But if I've got all of the, so like for example under here, where this is relative to the edge and where this is relative to the edge, so I know where I can shoot the screws in. I don't have to hunt around when I've got wet epoxy that's slowly curing. I don't want to be fiddling around measuring a bunch of things, especially stuff like under here that I can't even see. And then I also need to map out some of the other things that I've done. So I have to map out the position of this, just on a piece of paper, so I know how far back this comes. Where I also have to mark these things, because I won't be able to easily see them. We'll have an inspection port here, so I'll be able to reach down and feel that, but it's just sort of nice to know exactly how big it is and where it is, and that kind of thing for future reference when I get to the point of actually fastening deck hardware down on this thing. So yeah, so that's the plan for today. We'll see how far I get with all of that, flipping over and doing all those things.